What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the Binkz and Doodle Effect. This is episode number 37. I am one of your hosts, Binkz, and joined with me, as always, Mr. DrewskiDoodles. How are you doing this fine evening?
Wonderful. Have you seen hashtag AMC We Like the Stock?
Ooh, we do like the stock. Are you on the AMC hype train, viewers? If you are, It is getting ready to take off. We hold AMC, boys. We hold AMC. Funny thing, I'm actually getting back into it tomorrow because I sold all my stuff for a big profit, and now I'm going in with the profit. So now I'm riding AMC completely free. So like, even if I lose it all,
stronger together.
Even if I lose it all now, I'm in it for completely free. I'm not losing any money on AMC. It is impossible for me to lose money on AMC now, and I am taking this profit and going back in with more. And
going to Pluto.
We're going to Pluto with it, baby. We're going to Pluto with it. Repeat after me. I am quitting. No. Binkz and Doodle Effect presented to you by Lividity. And also by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy is a premium energy and focus supplement designed to optimize your mental and physical performance. And unlike unhealthy canned energy drinks, the powerful supplement can be taken daily for overall improved performance. Packed full of vitamins and amino acids, Rogue Energy is a healthy way to increase your natural energy. Out of the corner of my eye, I see you doing something, Andrew. If you use the code word GETLIVID, you get 5% off your entire purchase. Get the starter pack. You get a shaker cup and like 4 or 5 different flavors to choose from. See what you like. My favorite is blue raspberry. They have a bunch of good flavors, though. Trust me. I mean, if you go back in podcasts in the past, I did a whole taste test on a bunch of them and gave you my honest opinion.
Legendary review.
Yes, we need to bring that back. But yeah, going forward, Andrew, what would you like to start with this week? Major League Baseball, NHL, or the NFL? I'm leaving it up to you, brother.
Let's go with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
All right, we're starting off with hockey. Yeah. Toronto Maple Leafs. You gotta feel bad for those fans, right? Or that just entire.
I feel awful for those fans.
The
amount of suffering those fans have been through is nuts, and this is coming from a Mets fan. It's just like, it's not okay. So I have to say, the players played very well in games 5 and 6. Toronto played very good games in game 5 and 6. And then they looked like dog crap in game 7. Montreal just was not to be stopped after they were down 3-1. It's going to be a weird offseason for Toronto because they have a lot to fix. They have a lot of giant contracts, which is not going to help. I don't think they have any UFAs coming up. So there's going to be a lot of trades, in my opinion. And something that they've had to focus on for a long time that they refuse to focus on is defense. They have so much offensive firepower, but no defense. So I think there's a lot of speculation on like who's going to get traded. It's obviously not going to be John Tavares. He has a no trade clause, and they wouldn't trade him. I expect to see William Nylander gone. It's a salary that someone could take on. It's only $7 million, not like Austin Matthews, who they would never trade, is $11 million. Mitch Marner makes just about $11 million. So it's a nice discount for William Nylander, who's still a top 6 forward. So hopefully they trade him for some defensive help. Their goaltending situation is not great either. Freddie Anderson makes $5 million to suck. They got to fix that. They really got to fix that. This team is weird. Like, they're going to get stuck in this rut they've been in where they're going to score a lot, but they're going to give up a lot of goals, and they're going to lose some games they shouldn't lose, and they're just going to be first-round exits every year. It's a rut they cannot keep getting stuck in, and they need defensive help to get out of it.
Yeah, my heart definitely can go out to that. We know how it is to just be constantly disappointed every single year. So
let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. Hey, listen, the Mets are doing good, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. You spoke of Tavares. If you guys haven't seen that injury or that hit, completely accidental. Like, don't even get me. It was not a purposeful. No, it was completely accidental. But he got rocked. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure it's on YouTube, and I'm sure you can find the clip. I mean, he kind of What, he kind of gets hit in back and he falls.
He gets hit, he falls backwards, and as he spins over,
the knee,
another player's knee just went right into his like jaw
at like full speed, full send on the ice.
He's just on the ice like KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
The video of him trying to get up is terrifying. Like I was convinced he was not going to talk right ever again.
Instant knockout.
But somehow he skated the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey players are a different breed.
They are a different breed. I always say that. I mean, back in 2015, what was it? Maybe 2015, maybe 2016. Ryan McDonough played the entire playoff run with a broken ankle. Can you imagine skating, playing hockey with a broken ankle?
No, dude, I blocked a shot off my toe like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "I'm done. I'm dying. This is it." I can't even imagine skating with a broken foot.
Yeah, no, hockey players are a different breed. That's why the Stanley Cup is the toughest championship to win. Come at me, you can't change my mind. It's impossible.
There is no changing.
There's no changing my mind. Hockey is the hardest thing to win. Some positivity. Islanders get to round 2, so New York fans are absolutely probably ecstatic. As a Ranger fan,
I'm not.
I mean, it was really lose-lose. I mean, for us, I mean, you get the Islanders to win. You get them to the second round. You have to deal with the fans now as a Ranger fan. But then again, at the same time, you always love seeing Sydney Crosby get eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the Islanders were going to win this series. The Islanders own the Penguins. They literally own both New York teams. Honestly, own the Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
Much tougher time with Boston to be had, even though they won a big game yesterday, so they tied 1-1
in overtime too.
Yeah, that series is going to be a slugfest. But
I think that goes 7. And yeah, I mean, I personally think the Islanders have like the best goalie in the playoffs, hands down. The guy he's playing absolutely unreal, and the Islanders' defense is playing absolutely unreal as well. And defense wins championships, man.
It does. They got to be able to lock it down. Like the Islanders want a slow, hard-hitting game. So it'll be interesting to see like if they win this round, end up playing Carolina, who plays a very fast game, how they handle it. I don't think they get past Boston, but I'm less confident about that now that they won yesterday. If they were down 2-0, this would be GG. They aren't coming back from that. But winning a game in Boston, it's huge.
Mm-hmm. Who are you looking for to win? Because as a Ranger fan, it's like another lose-lose. Because like you hate Boston when you don't want to see the Islanders win. So you go.
Listen, I don't like hockey teams. I have a blood hatred for the Islanders. Right. I am absolutely rooting for Boston. I will have no problem rooting for Sydney Crosby or Boston over the Islanders ever.
I'm more inclined and okay with rooting for Boston over I was rooting for Sydney Crosby. Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean. Boston has a lot of more, even though they have the rat, Brad Marchand, like they have some likable players, like what's Pasternak. I hate them. I hate the Islanders so much. The sight of their logo makes me angry.
Well, the Capitals also got eliminated, which was sad and nice because A, we don't want Tom Wilson anywhere near the cup. Piece of shit. Mm-hmm. At the same time, Lundqvist, baby. Ovi. I want to see them.
I mean, Lundqvist isn't technically on the roster, I don't think, but yeah.
You get the gist, though. Yeah. I mean, his presence was there. He was on the team. And
Ovi got his cup.
Ovi deserves so much more.
He got his cup.
Ovi deserves so much more.
Probably. You didn't see the rumors that people think he's going to go to the Kraken?
Dude, that's going to be wild next year when there's a... First of all...
I'm so excited for that team.
If you haven't seen the Kraken's logo... or the jerseys. I am so excited for the awesome logo. The jerseys are beautiful. I'm instantly a Kraken fan. 100%.
They just really need to partner with Kraken Rum. Like, they really have to.
That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. Last but not... Oh, no, we have 2 more. Golden Knights win in 7. They beat your Wild. I know you were...
That was a great series. That was the best series of the first round.
I know you were rooting hard for the Wild.
I was, but whatever. Wasn't rooting that hard. It's fine. God. I think, if I'm being real, I think even this is hockey, anything can happen. But, like, on paper, Colorado runs away with the rest of these playoffs. Colorado's disgusting.
We shall definitely see. I will continue to root for the Golden Knights.
Nathan McKinnon's the best player left in the playoffs.
Golden Knights really the only team I want to see win at this point.
That'd be cool, Carolina.
I don't like Carolina after last year. I'm holding a
I
grudge.
mean, I don't think Winnipeg has a shot, even though they beat McDavid, which was ridiculous. But then I don't think Montreal has much of a shot either.
No, Montreal's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
They beat the Blue Maple Leafs, and that's going to be the extent of it.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how this because they're gonna reseed after this round. So who plays who?
Mm. And last but not least, Ron Reeves suspension. Andrew, you can take that one away.
He kneeled on someone's head. I think that says as much need to be said.
I don't know how I think that warrants a suspension.
I agree. So yeah, but here's the issue with that. Like, this stems back to Tom Wilson's non-suspension. What the morons at NHL Player Safety just did was say that you can go as far as what Tom Wilson did and you won't get suspended.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally what they just said. I'm going to continue to berate them on Twitter. Like, it's not going to stop. You can watch all of it. It's happening forever. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I haven't. I've been busy. I'm not on Twitter nonstop.
At DrewskiDoodles on Twitter.
That.
Below
Don't worry. I'm going to pick it back up. I am determined to get blocked by them. It'll happen. Because they don't know how to do their job. I can't constantly berate them on Twitter because I do my job. And, they don't. It's going to be fun. They're a bunch of morons. And it's a good thing the sport, in this case, it's a good thing the sport has moved towards speed and skill, because if this was still the blood hatred of the NHL that was in the 90s, like, you'd be seeing rough shit from this. Because that, like I said, that is exactly the message they sent.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you can do what Tom Wilson did and you won't be suspended. You'll get fined the professional athlete equivalent of a cheeseburger.
You guys can tell how passionate and adamant Andrew is about this topic.
Fucking ridiculous. They're trying to murder Artemi Panarin, okay?
Moving over to baseball, we missed last week. There's no episode. We apologize for that. Not ideal, not expected. But we did miss last episode. But just a quick recap. Kluber. I'm pretty sure. Kluber. Kluber. No hitter. So congratulations to him. Another one this year. And it's got to be something that they did. They deadened the ball, and there shouldn't be this many no hitters.
It's a combination of that and the approach hitters have. Like, hitters are just trying to hit a home run or strike it out. Like, it's hitters need to rethink their approach. It's just the way the game is right now. But
batting
that's why you're
average is
seeing such an
all-time
increase.
low. Literally an all-time low.
People are just trying to hit home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Small ball's gone.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I think they should have just left the game alone. Let it be. Stop messing with the ball every other year.
Yeah, you don't see any other sport do that.
Yeah. But congratulations to him. The New York Yankees
suck.
I was gonna be nice, but yeah. I don't know what's wrong with them. I thought it was their division to lose. I mean, Tampa was always going to be good. I thought Tampa was still going to be good. I was not expecting this from Boston. And in about 2 or 3 years, I think the Blue Jays are a good team.
Oh, yeah.
A very good team in 2 or 3 years. They're not there yet. But in 2 or 3 years, the Blue Jays are going to be a great team. I mean, the Orioles are still going to suck. But that division in 2 or 3 years is going to be unreal. And the Yankees need to figure it out, because the Yankees, they live or die on the home run. They are literally that example that you just did, because if they're not hitting home runs, they're not scoring. I mean, there's so many, even if they're getting hits. Like, I watched a couple of games over the weekend of the Yankees, not by choice. And, I mean, one of the games, they had 9 or 10 hits with 1 run. And that is just so completely unacceptable in baseball. If you have 9 or 10 hits, you should be scoring. And it's unbelievable. Gary Sanchez continues to be probably the worst catcher I think I've ever seen play the game, defensively and hitting. Man is terrible. He's not worth even the minimum in baseball. And I don't know why the Yankees, I don't know. I was talking to a few people who big Yankee fans. A lot of these Yankee fans are saying that they just want to clean house at this point. They just want to restart. They want to get rid of all the pitching. They want to get rid of everyone except for Judge and LeMahieu.
Yep.
Bat-wise.
Which, I mean, everyone else is basically expendable. So, I mean, the Yankees are bottom of the league in runs scored. That's not something you thought you would hear with that lineup.
I thought they were going to be. I mean, injuries aside, the Yankees, every single person in their lineup, 1 through 9, can put it out of the park, and they are just. They're just striking out. They're not hitting. They're going underneath the ball. Defensively, I mean, they need to figure out what they're going to do at shortstop, because I'm going to tell you right now, Gleyber Torres,
ain't it?
Not a shortstop. Not a shortstop. Maybe second base. Man's not a shortstop. And his defensively, he sucks. I mean, as a bat Andahar, I've always liked Andahar. He has some sort of life. Pep in his step with but the Yankees are in trouble if they can't figure it out. And that's all I have to pretty much say about them. One of the biggest surprises I have in baseball is the San Francisco Giants this year. I mean, the Dodgers are in third place. Can we just talk about that for a second? The Dodgers are in third place. We thought the Dodgers were going to be running away with that division, and I mean, it's still a close run.
Yeah,
but I mean, the Giants. Where? What? When? Why?
They have the second best win percentage in baseball.
It's unbelievable.
It's absolutely wild.
It is.
Kevin Gausman's like ridiculous out of nowhere. Their lineup is scoring a lot. Crazy.
Do they do this all year though? Because that's the same argument I have for the Red Sox. The Red Sox surprised me too. Do the Red Sox stay hot all year? Do the Giants stay hot all year? I was thinking there was going to be a Padres-Dodgers show in the West, and that was going to be, one's going to win the division, the other one's going to get the wild card. I was not expecting having the Giants in that mix at all, just like I expected the Yankees to win the division, and I expected Tampa to win the wild card. And I wasn't even changing that. Yankees were going to win that division in my head. And now it's looking like Tampa could win the division as of right now, and or the Red Sox could easily win that division as well, and the other Yankees may not even make the playoffs if they continue to play like they are right now. We don't even see Yankees in the playoffs, and as much as I would love to see the Yankees out in the playoffs, and it's not going to be biased because this is where we live, but every sport needs a New York team in the playoffs. It is just so much better for the sport.
It generate revenue,
You need a New York team or you need an LA team in the playoffs at all times. So, hopefully the Mets can cover the New York side. It would be better if both New York teams were in the playoffs. I would love to see a Subway World Series.
Oh, that'd be great. As long as we win.
As long as we win, but I don't think if the Yankees play like they are right now, they're not going to be playoff.
No, and they just lost Kluber too for an extended period of time. He got hurt. Like they're not going to. It ain't their year.
No, and they still waiting on Severino. God knows when he's coming back. It doesn't look bright for them right now, especially if they're not gonna hit or score with that lineup. That's unexcusable. Let's go to the other side. Let's go to Flushing, the better side of New York. We have Alonso that comes back. First game back, hits a home run. Mets have been hitting. Mets have been scoring. It's been great. It's basically essentially a minor league team. And everyone is just stepping up, which is really good because even when our starters comes back, we know we have depth.
Oh, yeah.
If we need to bring guys up, I mean, these guys are proving themselves. They're saying, hey, when you need a guy to come up, I'm your guy. And, I mean, they're playing for an MLB spot in their future. So that is very promising for the Mets that we have these young kids now in the minors who are playing at an MLB level and winning. We are in first place. And I think I did the math. I think we're like 6 games. We played like 6 or 5 games less than the Phillies. And we have like 6 in the loss column with them. If we won those like 5 games, we have an 11-game lead in the NL East.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If we win those 5 games,
Kevin Pillar comes back and getting drilled in the face and hits a single. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
That man is now a legend in New York.
I don't know if he should be playing. I think that he misplayed a fly ball. That may be
Yeah, it's got to screw it.
Got to screw it a little bit. Lindor may be showing some life. We're still waiting, Met fans, for Lindor to start coming alive. I mean, he hit a home run in that massive surge of a game where everyone was hitting, and I mean, he went 2 for 5, I think, last night. I mean, McCann's bat starting to come around, which is great because, I mean, McCann defensively has been phenomenal, and it sucks because...
He looked great at first base.
Exactly. He looked great at first base, but Nito as well. I mean, he has been on fire. So it's we have 2 catchers now. I mean, one has been on fire. One's starting to come out of his slump. We just need if Lindor can just get his shit together, we're gonna be a very I feel like we're already a nasty team, but and Jacob Degrom, best pitcher in baseball still. He's on his own level of tier, and he hits. He hits. He still lights out.
Shohei Ohtani, who?
Yeah. I mean, under 1 ERA going into June. Under 1.
I thought the game yesterday he was going to throw a no-hitter. When he went through 4 and got through 5 and a third, I really thought that was the night. Especially against an Arizona team who's not great. It's coming.
If anyone is going to do it, it's going to be him. And it'll be a real no-hitter because I still don't consider Johan's a no-hitter, personally. I mean, in the record book and stat books, yes, the Mets have 1 no-hitter. We all know that couldn't have been any more fair. But I would like to see a legitimate no-hitter for the New York Mets.
Well, that man's going to throw a perfect game. Who we kidding?
It's even better.
He doesn't walk people.
Exactly. Even better. Staying kind of on the Mets topic, old manager Mickey Callaway, Andrew.
Bye-bye.
Sexual allegations, banned for, I think, 2 years?
I believe so, yeah.
Something like that. Mickey, we don't miss you, first of all, in New York.
Not at all.
Second of all, you're an idiot. You're in a public figure, you're in a public eye. Even the slightest thing that you don't think that you're just saying could mean anything, could be taken the wrong way, and you get screwed. You gotta be smart, and you weren't smart. That's why you're no longer the manager. But if you want to talk about dumb, Andrew,
I do.
The Cubs. You can take this one away.
Pop quiz, everybody. When a ball is hit to a first baseman, what does the first baseman do? Is it option A, step on the bag, option 2, yeet the ball into the outfield, or option 3, run at the runner running to first base? If you chose anything other than option 1, you must play for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ball hit to the first baseman, runner on second base, and for some reason, first baseman runs at Javier Baez, who's running to first base. Javier Baez, big wrinkly brain, runs backwards to allow his runner on second to run to third and maybe run home. I don't understand why the first baseman did not just step on the bag for the force out, continues to kind of nonchalantly walk at Javier Baez. Meanwhile, the runner is rounding third, coming home. The first baseman does not see this until he's basically halfway to home plate, and then throws a little flub of a ball to the catcher, who has no shot of tagging this man out. After the first baseman throws the ball to the catcher, Javier Baez takes off to first base, in which there is no one covering first base, because why would the pitcher do his job? Beats the throw, ball gets by the pitcher, and he gets to second base. That was a Little League play from a professional baseball organization. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in professional sports, mentally.
Yes. When I first saw that, I was like, no way. That's not... That didn't happen. Man, that did not... You step on the bag. That's it. There's no reason...
That is baseball... It's not even one-on-one.
It's a force out. I have never seen someone... That is legitimately the first time I've ever seen a rundown between home and first. There should never be a rundown between home and first. It is impossible to have a... If you would have told me it was possible to have a rundown between home and first, I would have looked at you and said, no way. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And you know what? I would have lost. I don't understand what went through his mind. And the thing you left out is that the throw to second base also got past the second baseman. But it didn't go deep enough in.
It didn't go deep enough, yeah.
I don't think the ball was hit to first base, though. I think it was hit to, short or third. Or the
no, it's definitely hit to the first baseman. Because then he would have just caught it.
No, because the first baseman came off the bag, and that's why he wasn't originally on the bag. He came off the bag.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know where the ball was hit, but it wasn't. I know it wasn't hit to the first baseman. But the throw was off. He came off the bag, and instead of just going 2 steps backwards to step on the bag, he chased Baez. It doesn't make the situation any better. It's still.
It was super smart on Baez to know not to go all the way and not touch on plate. Because if he touches on plate, he's out.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great play by Javier Baez, making people look stupid.
200 IQ, and the Pirates are just not
going against negative 200.
Negative 200 IQ. It is. If you guys have not seen this, I mean, just look it up. Cubs Baez rundown.
You don't have to know baseball to know it looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. You really. I mean, I showed it to my fiance, and she was like, "I don't even know baseball," and like that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. it is ridiculous. So good on them. 200 IQ, just staying on that real quick, we have Craig Kimbrell?
Yeah.
Kimbrell? Sorry, a lot of these names are just not there for me today. Recorded his first balk, and that's significant because he did it on purpose, and I've never seen this actually done. However, it made sense when we got the reasoning. The guy on second base was messing with him. You know, when you're in the stretch, you look back over at second base, the guy's, trying to jump, make you, throw you off a little bit. Purposely balked, got him to third base, no longer in his vision. Genius. Honestly, realistically, genius. It was 2 outs. That runner didn't matter anyway. They were up like 3 runs.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for them. They got good for him. Genius play. The
man's playing chess. We're all playing checkers.
No longer can distract the pitcher. Genius. So, good for you. That's a cool thing to say that your first balk was done on purpose in your career. Going over to the NFL, Andrew. Your favorite Patriot is no longer a Patriot.
My boy Rex Burkhead. He signed with the Texans. Why would you ever sign with the Texans? Ever.
More money.
It's the dumbest franchise in football.
Money, go where money brings you, baby.
Yeah, but also all the L's.
I mean, listen. We've discussed this. I would rather have a pay cut and get some wins over taking L's and making more money. But listen, new opportunity for him. We'll see what he does. I mean, I think he's better than what's his face, Johnson.
Rex Burkhead is a beast.
He is low key, an absolute animal. And I do try to draft him on fantasy almost every single year because you know what he's a goal line machine.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a goal line machine. He may not get you a lot of yards, but he may get you those 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
those really much needed 6 points.
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers, if you guys are following that story, Aaron Rodgers did not go to the first volunteer practice. We don't know what's going on with Rodgers. And I don't know if you saw, Andrew, but there's rumors out that Madden 21 or 22 is it going to be at this point?
Mm-hmm. It would be 20. It would be 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because I had Madden 20, didn't get the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Madden 22, the rumors saying that Madden 22, Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be on the cover, and they haven't released who it's going to be yet because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, they don't know what he's going to do. Fucking EA.
And it's ironic because when Brett Favre was on the cover, the same thing was happening in Green Bay. You didn't know if Rodgers. They didn't know if Brett Favre was going to stay or not. But I feel like that's why they haven't. I mean, that's the speculation that's why they haven't released the cover yet because they don't know what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. So definitely something to keep a lookout. I know we know that he's not happy with the organization. Listen, he's definitely one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. I think he's top 3 best quarterbacks to ever play the game. Man needs to take a step back and say, listen, I've asked for a lot of money. It's hard to build a big team around with me when I'm asking for a lot of money. It's just simple. The man, I mean, look at Tom Brady. I hate to compare him, but look at Tom Brady has taken pay cuts to build a team, and he wins.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that. Julio Jones wants out of Atlanta. No part of
Bye-bye.
Atlanta. Was caught with a Dallas Cowboy hoodie. And I thought the funniest thing was when they were speculating him to go to Cowboys, he's like, nah, I want to win. Like the biggest FU to the Dallas Cowboys ever. He wouldn't.
No comment.
It wouldn't be. Ooh, no comment. How do you feel?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't feel. I don't know.
I don't know. All right. Wasn't expecting
I don't
that.
know. Like it just stupid. I don't know. Him going to Dallas would be stupid.
Listen, they would have a great. I mean, him and Cooper.
Too many.
I mean,
too many mouths to feed.
I mean, you really. I mean, I'm gonna get hate for this, but like, they still don't have a quarterback to throw it to him. But, nah, Dak is good. Dak is good.
Well, we do have a viewer question. It's football related.
Do we? All right.
From Mr. Burns BP.
Oh God.
Top 5 quarterbacks you would want next year for just one season. So you're going to try and win the Super Bowl next year. Top 5 QBs you would want.
Mahomes, number 1. Best quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. Mahomes, number 1. Mahomes, Josh Allen, and then it gets hard. If I'm trying to win next year.
I'm going Rodgers next. Mahomes, Rodgers, Josh Allen. So
if Rodgers plays, I'll say Rodgers.
Mahomes, Rodgers, Josh Allen. Number 4, I would probably fuck around with Lamar Jackson, and I would take Brady at 5. If you're trying to win next year.
I'm going to go, okay. So our top 3 is the same. I'm going to go, I'll say number 4. I don't know. I wouldn't take Lamar.
He's got a lot of development, but like I feel like
he does.
He's been in the playoffs now for the past 2 years. He doesn't look bad. He can make a lot of moves on his legs. If you put a good team around him, he's going to be a dangerous guy.
Yeah. Definitely Tom Brady, number 4. No comment on Twitch. No, not Russell Wilson. Number 5. Oh my God! I just had it in my head and I just forgot his name. Ryan Tannehill. I love Ryan Tannehill. I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league.
I do respect that a lot, actually. Tannehill's great. Ever since he left Gase, he became a great quarterback.
He went to Tennessee and woke up. I think he is nasty and severely underrated. Throw him with... I mean, he's got good receivers, but even throwing a team with even nuttier receivers, GG's.
I mean, I was speculating Julio to go to Tennessee.
That would be nuts.
I mean, can you imagine A.J. Brown, Tannehill, Julio Jones, and Derrick Henry?
Oh, gross.
That is a gross team. That is an AFC Championship competitor against the Bills and the Chiefs. Hands down.
Yeah, I agree. Good question.
Good question, Burns. Thank you for that. We always enjoy the live questions. Keeps us on our toes. Don't get to actually prepare it. I have an Alex Smith thing for you, Andrew, and then I'm going to do my Would You Rather for you because we are running definitely over schedule. But I saw this online and I didn't realize that like how similar this was. It was like identical. You know Joe Theismann, right? Mm-hmm. Same injury as Alex Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Joe and Alex Smith both broke their right tibia and fibula. They both did it on November 18th. They were both on the Washington Redskins. They both did it at home in D.C. They were both on the 39-yard line. The final score of both those games were 23-21. It was caused by a 3-time... Joe Theismann's was caused by a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Lawrence Taylor. Alex Smith was done by 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. So both were 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And the left tackle for both. So Joe Theismann's left tackle was Pro Bowl Joe Jacoby, who was off the field due to injury. And Alex Smith's was Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams, off the field for injury. Identical. Literally identical.
Twilight Zone.
How wild is that?
No, that's ridiculous. You can't make that shit up.
You can't make that up. That is absolutely nutty. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you guys didn't know that stat, that was pretty cool. I have a Would You Rather question, Andrew. We're going to do this real quick. I feel like it's an easy one. I immediately said yes to this. I want to let you know. I didn't even give it a second thought. I didn't have to give it a second thought. I immediately said yes. Okay. So if you remember my punter question, would you draft a punter in the first round if you can kick it to the 1 yard line no matter where you are in the field every time? You said no. I still said yes. Here's my new question. Field goal kicker. First round. Can kick a field goal anywhere on the field. You're on your own 1 yard line. You can kick the 100 and whatever it is yard field goal. Do you take that kicker? 100%. Exactly, right? Yeah, it's easiest would you rather ever, right?
If you play a football game and not have an empty possession, you automatically win.
Exactly. You have how many possessions a game? What, like 10, 12
if
minimum?
Not more, yeah.
If you're not even scoring a touchdown, those 10 possessions are 30 points. Right there.
Yeah.
That is, it was the biggest no-brainer question I ever thought. I saw it online, and some people were like, "No, that's not worth it." And I was like, "How is that not worth it?"
No, that's absolutely worth it.
Like, even if you're not playing for the field goal, you can always play conservative because you know you're getting 3 points. I don't. So I mean, it would be a little.
If you get the ball back down by 3 or less with 10 seconds left, it doesn't matter. Just
kick the field goal. Yeah, you're tying the game. So I said yes instantly. That kicker first overall pick.
I completely agree.
Told you that was going to be the easiest would you rather question ever. I just needed to share it with you and let you know that there are people out there on the internet who would not take that kicker.
Most people are dumb.
Those people don't know football. Hands down. Last but not least, the NBA, the New York Knicks. They're down 3-1. They play Game 5 tomorrow, or when you guys are watching it today. On Thursday, they look terrible, and
they look shit.
They're gonna probably get eliminated. They're probably gonna be out in 5 games. Randall decided.
Julius Randle has looked awful.
He looks like a bum. I mean, D Rose has been playing good. Randall needs to get his head out of his ass. And
I've actually been watching a lot of this, and they don't look good at all.
I've watched every game so far. I don't even like the sport. And I am immediately already annoyed and don't like Trae Young. Like the rivalry is there for me already. Like I want to see Trae Young. Like if the Hawks win and knock out the Knicks, I want to see the Hawks get like swept. I want to see Trae Young like on the ground like that. That is how into it I got in these 4 games, and I don't even like basketball. So let's go Knicks. Hopefully they turn it around, win the next 3, get to round 2. But they look like shit. So.
Brooklyn dominated Boston.
Well, Brooklyn probably is going to go to the finals. 5. So
I'm hoping. I mean, listen, after watching a bunch of this, I mean, I tried to watch basketball back in the day, and like for the 1 year I watched it, I liked the Mavericks, and now I can't just say I'm a Mavericks fan because I'd be a front runner. But I do really like Luka Doncic, and I've been watching a lot of the Trailblazers with Damian Lillard. Nasty. I could get behind them in Brooklyn, but I mean I'm always against super teams, which is one of the reasons I hate basketball. You usually hate basketball is the whole super team thing.
Exactly. I mean, look at Brooklyn. They have 3.
That's why I would love to see someone like Portland or Dallas win.
Yeah, I mean I don't think anyone's going to stop Brooklyn just because I mean the last time they played, all three of their scored like 100 and something points, and 90 of those points were from those 3 people. It was KD, Kyrie, and Harden. It's so stupid. Like it's unbelievable, these super teams. I mean, that's why the Warriors won how many? It's. I don't care. I personally don't care. As I just don't want to see LeBron win. I am just rooting. I am rooting against the Lakers no matter who they play every round. I don't want to.
As we're getting comments that someone is hardcore rooting for LeBron and the Lakers. Get out.
That's okay. So that's Chris.
Yes.
LeBron is not the greatest of all time. LeBron is a baby. He's a crybaby. I mean, the guy got elbowed in the back of the neck and was down for 86 seconds. Pilar took a 93-mile-an-hour fastball to the nose and was up in 32. So if that just shows a level of manlyhood in sports, LeBron's a puss. So Michael Jordan would have never been down for 80 seconds. Just saying. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this episode. If you enjoyed, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on the like. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, turn it on,
Turn
baby.
on the like. Yeah, no, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Hit the like button. Comment down below what you thought of this episode. Any topic that you want to hear in the future or any response to anything we talked about in this episode. If you're listening to wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a 5-star review. If we see it, we'll give you a shout out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And until next week, guys. Peace out.
Deuces. Stay sexy.